Hello everybody, SnuggleDuck here, or Josh, whatever you want to call me. Come with you with a different kind of video today. Um, I'm back from Disney. I was there for 2 weeks, so I'm just going to give like my review or like my insight on it. Go through the things that I liked, that I loved, and a few things that really fucked me off. And that's nothing to do with Disney. It's actually to do with the company we flew with. So let's actually get the good stuff out of the way first before I actually go into what actually happened, because it's not good and it is very bad on this company, and I don't think I'll fly with these people ever again. So anyway, for the first day we went up to Crystal Palace and had some breakfast with Winnie the Pooh. That was good. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. The food's good there. If you ever go to Disney, definitely go to Crystal Palace. I'd say breakfast is probably better than dinner. The salmon there is, that's amazing. Even the shrimp and grits. See, we don't really get grits in the UK, so having it in America is actually it's completely different to what we usually have. And it is actually really nice. If you don't know what it is, it's like porridge, just like really thick, but it tastes quite like a bit like mash. It's like a creamy mash dish of like bits of porridge in it. It's really nice and actually very filling. And the shrimp with it was, that was incredible. So it's actually pretty cheap as well. The characters come around. It's a character dining restaurant. There's a video there. It's a character dining restaurant, and pretty cheap, very cheap. For us for UK, if you do the conversions, I think like when we checked last, every dollar was like 60p. So if you actually think about it and actually convert it right, I think it was around about $85. So convert that's like probably 60 quid for like a nice all-you-can-eat breakfast, like continental. I'd say continental, but it's like pastries and like bits of meat and cheese and fruit. It's really nice. The nice atmosphere. And then after that we went out and we actually done Tiana's. And see, I was a huge Splash Mountain fan, and I'm not gonna lie, I was very reluctant to go on this, and when I did go on it, oh my god, I enjoyed it. It is so good. Honestly, if you've not rode it, definitely ride it. It has done Splash Mountain justice. It is great, and I'm glad it proved me wrong, because it is actually a very, very good ride. They've bumped up the splash damage. I don't know how to say it. How wet you get. You get absolutely soaked. We rode it 4 times, and we got front row 3 times in a row. And I'm telling you, me and my girlfriend, we were wetter than an otter's pocket. It was ridiculous, but it was very refreshing after. After that, we went and done Pirates. Enough said about that. Pirates is amazing, one of my favourite rides, in my top 5 Disney rides. If you want to know what it is, my top 5, it is Expedition Everest, Guardians, Pirates, Tower, then Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Those rides to me are amazing. I know some people think House Slinky or Rise of Resistance or Rock and Roller Coaster not going there. Trust me, they're good rides. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but the others are good rides. They are in my top 10. My least favourite ride is probably Peter Pan. I don't understand the 90-minute wait for that. I'd wait about 5 minutes for it, because I don't get it. Maybe I'm not a big Peter Pan fan, but hey, that's me. Everyone's different. After that, actually on day 2 we went to I think it was Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. I'm pretty sure it's Animal Kingdom. And went on Dinosaur, my beloved Dinosaur. Actually, no, I take that back. I forgot about Dinosaur. I love it. I know how much I love it. That's in my top 5. So actually, take Mickey and Minnie's out. Put Dinosaur there. I am awful for forgetting that. How could I do that? Sorry, Dinosaur. But no, Dinosaur is a great ride. I love Dinosaur so much. It's got a special place for me. Like, I've only been 3 times, but is one of those rides where I just got an instant connection with. I don't know why, I just started loving it. By the way, in the video, sometimes you might see me stop. I am checking my phone. I've got a lot to catch up on. I will get to you in that in a minute, of why I got a lot to catch up on my phone, and why actually I didn't film anything in Disney. That's one of the things I hated. Right, so I'll get to that, don't worry. Hollywood Studios, it was pretty quiet. The entire time I was there, it was very quiet. The first week it rained, and the second week it was really hot. But it was extremely quiet. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it was Epic Universe, but Epic Universe, there's a day, I don't know what day it was, everything completely broke down. Every single ride broke down. I think that might have been the same day or the day after, or maybe the day before, one of those. It's a day where it was getting like 800 minutes for Harry Potter, and some people were actually getting put in the wrong fucking line for that. Apparently there were people getting put in the exit line for Harry Potter, and after like 6 hours they got there and it was the exit. So that sucks for them. I'll be complaining about that. Anyway, Hollywood Studios, it was very quiet. I think the most we actually lined for, I think Slinky is the longest ride for waiting. I think that's usually 90 minutes. The most we waited for that was about 40 minutes. Rise of Resistance was about a 35-minute wait. It was very weirdly quiet, and I still didn't understand why. But I think Hollywood Studios was like busy one day or the 2 weeks we're there. It was that's when it was busy. When we went to Hollywood, we got a roundabout latte, which is for us the best Joffrey's like coffee they do. We love it. For me, it's up there with Savannah Banana, which they keep changing. I think it's called like a monkey mocha now or something like that, which that's very nice as well. But I can't say it. The roundabout rodeo latte. That is roundabout rodeo latte. Was it just roundabout latte? One of them. I can't remember. My brain's a bit fried. We'll get to that frying in a minute. Anyway, great coffee, lovely, absolutely lovely. If you want to try it, give it a good try. The Play-Doh cookie is incredible as well. It's weird that they actually make it taste like Play-Doh. They put like some coarse salt on it, and it is so like Play-Doh. It's weird, but it tastes so good. So we went to Epcot on the 4th day. And see, Epcot for me is not the park I like. It's not a park I like. It's my least favourite park. My favourite park is Animal Kingdom, then Hollywood, then Magic, then Epcot. If you want to put Typhoon Lagoon in there, you can. That's last as well, because I'm not a water ride person or water park kind of person. I don't like burning. I hate burning. I feel like I'm there for about 5 minutes and I'm like fucking as red as the devil's cock. But I persevered, I pushed through. I've actually never made it around the world before because how hot it usually gets. I don't know why, but Epcot is a hotter park than all the others. I don't know if it's the lack of shelter, or it's just the fact that there's so many flowers around and it's all bright, it attracts the sun. I don't know what it is, but it is incredibly hot at Epcot every time. We rode Guardians. No, I don't even say anything about that because Guardians is just perfect. It is just a perfect ride for me. Yeah, so we done that. We had some food. I had a beer in Germany, and I had some noodles. This is not on day 4. This is like all together. I'm not going to go through days. Fuck that. I'm just going to go what we done in each part. I had the ramen noodle cup one day. There was a beef. I think it was like braised beef bao bun. That was fucking nice. I had gumbo for the first time, and gumbo was really nice. I actually really enjoyed it. It was hot, but that was nice. My girlfriend got this slushy rosé thing, or rose thing from France, and this weird kind of drink from China. I don't know what it was. It had like a dried lemon in it. We actually had done one night a restaurant inside the castle, Cinderella's Royal Table, during the fireworks, and I've never been so speechless in my life. It was actually beautiful to see. Had nice lamb, and just watching the fireworks out the windows. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get upset easily. I'm quite hard to get upset or make cry. I actually had a tear in my eye because I thought it was actually beautiful to see. It was really nice. My girlfriend was trying not to cry her eyes out, but I could see that she had tears coming down down her face. But she wanted to draw attention to herself, bless her. That food there that is probably the best meal I've ever had in my life. I had like a rack of lamb, I had that rare, and the cheesecake I had in there is the best cheesecake I've ever had, ever. I had some like this French Canadian beer. I think like if you translate it, I think it means like the world's end or the end of the world, something like that. It was a 9% beer and it was really cloudy, and that was strong. It blew my head off. But I'm coming near the end of the match, so I'm just going to quickly go through what actually happened that really pissed me off. So if you work with TUI, you can go fuck yourself. So we booked through TUI, and they didn't put us on a TUI flight like we usually get. Like every time we've went to Disney, we've booked through TUI, and we've went to Melbourne, which is an hour outside Orlando, and we flew with actual TUI. They put us on the BA flight, right? Nothing against BA, nice flight, nice people, food was fine, good entertainment on the screens. Nothing, I can't fault BA at all. This ain't BA's fault. This is TUI's fault. So basically, a day before we were actually supposed to fly, I got a call from a TUI rep, and they said there was something to do, like something's gone wrong with the transfer. Not gone wrong. They were asking if we want to have a transfer to the air, to the resort, and obviously we fucking do. Like we even said before, even said on our booking, it comes with a transfer. If it comes with a transfer in the booking, why are you asking if we want the transfer? And I've even said before, like a week before we flew as well, I rang them and said, does it come with a transfer, because we want a transfer? And they said, yeah, it does. I went, okay, fine, perfect. So they know we wanted a transfer. So they said, if you want a transfer, you need to ring this number. They give us an American number, and you might not be a genius, or if you don't need to be a genius to know this. Listen to my voice. Do I sound like a fucking American person? I'm British. I'm as common as you can get. I've come from Essex. I'm a really common person. How the fuck am I going to ring an American number with my British phone? I can't do it. So we get to Orlando, we land, and then we get the bags, we go through security, and we was there for about an hour and a bit. And then we stand around waiting, looking for a TUI rep, which they said will be there. Couldn't find anyone. And we had to actually ask someone, like one of the staff members, if we could borrow their phone to ring that number. We ring them, get hold of them, and they said, oh, the transfer left because you no-showed. We said, oh, we're stuck at security and we have to go through bags. You know, it's Orlando. It's a really busy airport. It's one of the busiest airports in America. Yeah, they only wait an hour. What fucking good is that? They only wait an hour. They said that you should have rang us. We've not got an American phone. We even said this to him and he said, well, there's nothing we can do. So we had to pay to get a Mears Connect to Art of Animation. So we do that and we get hold of Tui through the app. And we tell them what's happened and they say, well, we can't really compensate you because you didn't show up. And we told them, we don't have an American number. Yeah, but you can't do nothing. Sorry about that. I thought, you absolute cunts. We had to pay about $30, which is like 25 quid or whatever, to go and get a fucking different coach to pick us up. And then we get, on the way back home, we get this woman who was fucking useless. They actually was able to get our transfer from our hotel to the airport after, and she was fucking useless. She drove around really slow, and she went to, oh, I've got one more pickup, and she just stands at the fucking entrance of the hotel with the back doors open, exposing all of her suitcases. Thanks, love. And so about 3.5 hours before we leave, she comes to the airport. She comes to the hotel, and she gets to the airport with like 2 hours left to our flight. And well, like, so it's 2 hours into our flight, and we just felt like, what are you doing, love? Honestly, what are you fucking doing? So that was the one thing. But the main thing that really pissed me off, and one of the reasons why I couldn't actually do any videos, my phone broke, and it wasn't dropped or anything like that. I don't know how, but it got so hot one day, it got nearly 40 degrees Celsius, so I think that's like nearly 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It actually fried my phone. It went off about maybe 2 hours, black screened, and it wasn't turning on. Well, it was turning on, but the screen wasn't coming on. So I could actually feel the screen. I can type the buttons, but my screen was just black. So after 2 hours, the screen finally comes back on, and it works about the rest of the day. Later that night, I'm sitting there, I'm playing Pokemon, the trading card game. I'm trying to battle, and I realised that my phone's playing up. Something's weird is going on with my phone. The screen, half of it, maybe even 3/4 of it, just stopped working. It wasn't working at all. Like, it died. So, but it died from the outside. So it was actually touching itself, pause, without me even touching it. And I don't know if it was like the crystals, like, or I don't know what it's called. I think they're called crystals inside the actual phone. I don't know if they were so fucked that it thought I was typing it, but I wasn't. So I've had to get a new phone, and I've pretty much just lost like all the photos that I've got on my phone. With a bit of luck, I can actually get onto it, but you got more luck going outside and dodging the rain whilst it's raining. I don't know how it happens, but I've had to get a new phone, so that's why I didn't really film anything. I took pictures, but that, as I said, they're lost. So now I've got a new phone. I got one as soon as the day we land. I had an upgrade with my provider, but that's about it. Thank you for listening to me. We're going for about nearly 20 minutes now. I know I've got a really drony, mumbly, like deep voice, but hey, that's just me. I know sometimes I can be hard to understand. I even myself, I can't hear what the fuck I'm saying because I mumble, and I don't actually think before I say it. So I'm gonna say something like that. I just done it then. I'm gonna go. I want to say something, and what I'm thinking of saying next is not coming to my brain yet. So that's why there's been pauses, or I'm like, because I'm trying to get it out. I don't know how. I don't know why I'm like that, but I've always been like that. Well, not always. It's been like within the past 5 years I've started to get like this. I don't know why. I don't think I'm getting old. Well, I'm only 26 this year, but then again, my dad's like it, so I'm probably taking after my dad. Anyway, that's enough of me mumbling and like droning on. Hope you had a nice day, or no, 2 weeks I've not spoke to you. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao, ciao.